Aberdeen, look, I'll kind of repeat what I said at the start. I didn't fancy them at all. I'll actually go further than that and say I think I tipped Celtic to win it 5-0. And even then, I thought I was being conservative in my estimate. I thought Celtic could run over the top of them. I fully expected that they would. I didn't expect Jimmy Thelin to change his tactics. I didn't expect Jimmy Thelin to go to 5 at the back and to try and suffocate Celtic. And I've just got to doff my cap to him, because he's come up with a system there, and he's went against his principles, and a little bit like we were talking about Ange Postecoglou had to go anti-Ange ball to win the Europa League with Spurs. Jimmy Thelin went against his principles there. It's pragmatic. It's good management. He's changed it. It was terrible to watch. It didn't make for a very good cup final, but it became a really good cup final because Aberdeen stayed in it. Had Celtic got the first, got the second, got the third, then that's exactly what you were expecting. But Jimmy Thelin gave Brendan Rodgers something to think about. And maybe there is an argument that Brendan Rodgers took too long to try and respond to it. But I think it's more a case of Celtic, too many of their best players just didn't turn up for the work. Aberdeen, they were gritty, they were resolute, they were robust, they defended stoutly, all the kind of things that you're looking for. But when he made the change, it was almost as if he'd told them, "Look, hang in there, just hang in, just keep in it, just don't get, even if you go a goal behind, we're still in this." And then it was almost as if he flicked a switch, and the Aberdeen players knew that switch was going to get flicked. And when it did, all of a sudden Aberdeen, the whole approach to how they were trying to get at Celtic changed. It was a complete kind of switcheroo in terms of a team that was just happy to be there. So it seemed for I don't know, an hour. All of a sudden, for that last half hour of the second half, sorry, and into extra time, all of a sudden they looked as if they believed, and they didn't look like that team for the first. And I think it was all part of a plan. I'm pretty sure it was, and I cannot praise Jimmy Thelin enough for it. The season that he's had, in absolutely astonishing the way it began. 11 games in, unbelievable. And you thought at that point, there's a real chance here. They were never going to beat Celtic to the title. There's a real chance of second place. They blew that. They've come fifth. That's not good. But my God, if you're asking me, if you're an Aberdeen supporter right now, you're looking at that going, wow, there could be real exciting times to come. I don't know what happened to Aberdeen halfway through this season. They completely fell off a cliff. But Jimmy Thelin, in his first season, he's done enough to suggest that he might be the real deal after all. And there was a bit midway through this season where I was thinking, I said that at the start, I think this guy's good. There's going to be bright times ahead at Aberdeen. But when it fell away, and it fell away so spectacularly, I was looking at him thinking, I don't know if you're in the right movie now. But to finish off the season in style like that, making a bit of history, it has to mean that Aberdeen start next season right on the front foot.
And Mick, the group stage European football next season, worth 5 or 6 million quid.
Jimmy Thelin, we better just putting that trophy down to town hall this afternoon and saying, "Cheerio, I'm off." Right? Every manager who's had to compete in the group stages in Europe has got the bullet that year.
Good point,
or left their job, or end up under severe P. It's a nice reward, but a heck of a hard balancing act. So he's got that to look forward to as well. Listen, the punters will never forget. I mean, I think he's earned his place in history, and the punters will never forget it. I mean, they're starved of success up there, and they'll enjoy this more than anything. It's also great to see that big parade, tens of thousands, and probably only half of them were Scottish media. Do you know what I mean? They're so underrepresented in the Scottish media. I used to work up there at neck of the woods, and they used to talk about the West Coast bias and the Ouija. I was like, you've got to be kidding me on. Half the media are dandies. I think BBC Scotland were driving that bus up there. Unbelievable. The West Coast bias.
I think I think they've got their own compartment on the Aberdeen team bus. You know that big, massive bus they've got. I'm sure there's a BBC department, a studio at the back.
It's a bendy bus. It's one of those big long bendy buses. I must admit, I think that's always quite amusing. But listen, I think it's a great story in terms of one of our big city clubs that have been starved of success for so long, and doing it in dramatic style. So listen, fair play to them. Guys like Dave Cormack and all the others up there who've worked so hard. I mean, guys like Alan Burrows and Steve Gunn and all that. Guys that have been taking flack left, right, and centre at times. And it's nice to see them enjoy their moment. I think I'm pleased for them as well. And but 90% of our chums in the media as well.